I want to show you how to create a really cool design, and I have an example of what this will look like when it's done. So it'll look like it's overlapping rings, so you can refer to that if you need to, like what should be in front, what should be behind. But before we get started, you're going to need to be able to access this if it's not already unlocked. So you click here and just go to Design 8. There we go. Little trick, by the way, if you ever select this, let me show you a little trick if I haven't already done this. You see how it actually highlights it over there, so you know this is what you have selected because it actually physically highlights it in the layers palette. So, all right, so let's get started. Couple ways to do this. Basically, what I want to do is, if I click on this, and it looks like this is a group. So if I want to click on a specific line and they're all grouped together, if I click like that, see that only grabs that one specific line. So if I use the selection tool, it's going to grab everything. Don't want that. If I use the direct selection tool, it only activates that one particular part of the group. And if I just explain, if you're like, I'm confused, this is a group, and that's why it's acting the way it is. Anyway, so let's pretend for a second that we want to create the illusion that this is in front. So that means we're going to have to erase the lines right here. So how do we do that? Well, there's two ways. One way is you could come in with the eraser tool, and you could actually physically, and I've got a kind of a big eraser here, so I could physically just swipe across right here. Oops, that didn't work. Let me undo that. Let's try a different way. Think of this as a string. So I'm going to grab the scissors tool, which is the letter C, and I'm going to cut right here. But if it's a string and I want to remove it, I have to cut another piece. So I cut right there, and then I want to select this to tell it to get rid of it. So I press the letter A. There's my direct selection tool, and I hit delete, and there we go. And it looks like I need to just kind of gently adjust my path now so that this just fits better into there. So you see how that's already creating a little bit of an illusion. So again, select, hit the letter C. So I cut here, I cut here, and it's only going to cut on this line because that's what I've selected. Press the letter A and delete. Okay, so moving right along, let me show you a couple more. But once you do this 2 or 3 times, you're going to get the rest yourself. So again, I come down, and let's say I want now for this to look like it's in front. So that means I have to cut here and here. So again, letter A, grab this. Letter C, cut, cut, letter A again, and delete. Okay, letter A, so you get that. Letter C, cut, cut, letter A again, delete. And I'll do one final one, just to show you. I think at this point, if you don't get it, you should definitely go back and just look at the video again. But again, letter A. So this time I want to cut these. So I click on that. Letter C, cut, cut. And this one, it selected the right thing, so I'm just going to hit delete. And again, letter A, select it. Make sure I'm selecting the right vector, the right path, and delete. Okay, so you see how quickly, I'm almost done with this. I only have 2 more to do, but that should just give you an idea of how to get started. So I'm going to let you figure out how to do the remaining 2. And again, refer to the example if you need to on your own to create a really, really cool design. And it wasn't hard at all to make.